Hi, I'm Alicia Passanisi, and welcome back. And if you are new here, well, welcome in the first place. We are going to do another polymer clay figure, and this one's a little bit different. I used to have in my shop these little aliens that I would make, and they've been gone a long time. They've been sold a long time. So I'm going to make another one. So I'm going to make what I want to make is an alien lost in a cornfield because why not? It's cute. Forgive the woofs in the background. My dog does not know that I am filming, and he does not care. Okay, so what we're going to start with is I've already made the base, and what this is about 3 ounces of hazelnut. Again, Sculpey, what I prefer to use. It is rolled out on a 1, so it's 3 layers, and I use 3 ounces just so that there are enough layers so I can cut the right size. I will put this one in what is a 3 inch by 3 inch by 3 inch cube. It also holds like a baseball size. So that's why this one fits perfectly. So I had already cut it like that. Now I want to round the edges just because this is a mound of dirt. That's why I chose hazelnut. Probably didn't explain that. Maybe it should. So my palette is going to be um, the hazelnut dirt, a leaf green or spring green. Looks like I've got string bean, um, often blended with other greens for the stalk and the leaves, yellow for the corn, and I'm going to use a Granny Smith for the alien because I like color and they're little green men. So, so we're going to make our little green man first. Okay, so I'm conditioning the, I don't know if I should be talking over this. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm conditioning the Granny Smith just to make it pliable and everything. Granny Smith is a bright green, like the apples. Okay. Now, little green men with teeny tiny bodies. Fortunately, your little green men can look like whatever you want it to look like. Give him a little pot belly. Because he's supposed to be cute. Oh, pot belly. Okay, I know with the bunny is, I think I started with the body and the bunny. It honestly depends on the piece that I'm making. Okay, I've said before. What I'm going to do is little legs, which can be however long you want them to be. Just going to do straight legs. Try to make the feet about the same size. Pardon the background noise. It's fine. Probably one of the FBI shows. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. You can probably see this right in this section here. Okay.
The part where you weren't talking was speed it up.
Just this. Okay, so you want to also do the arms however long. So look at them, compare it with your little body. Well, little green men often have really long arms, so it's okay to do that. Okay, now try to make them again as even as possible. His head. Now, this clay is kind of soft, so what we're going to do is we are going to put a wire all the way through to hold him up. I have my, okay, Its head is kind of funny looking. Right. Huh? Oh, yeah, I was trying to hold it like that. There. Can you see it? He's kind of funny looking. All right. I have my wire that is, I don't know, 20 gauge? I don't know. Not too thin, not too thick. So I'm going to put his little feet in. Stick it through the foot, down the leg, into the body. Whoops. Apparently out the neck. Then redirect. You do that. Redirect it. So it goes in the neck and into the head. Okay. I know that my wire is a bit long. You can always cut it shorter, but remember it's got to stick into the base. I put them in the base because it makes a scene and it looks better. Okay. This one is shorter because it doesn't need to go all the way through the body. Now, again, this is a little alien. It can look like whatever you want him to look like. Make him he's just adorable. These are cuter than my first ones. I like this. I like where this is going. Okay. Now, let's stick him on there. If nothing else, to hold him still so he doesn't get messed up. Okay. Alright, smooth out the parts that need to be smoothed out. Can you see him still?
Yep.
Okay. Try to shape the foot the same. Little alien body. There we go. Now I'm going to make sure that he's not too tall. Okay, see? Plenty of room. You see it? Cool. Alright. Now he's got his little arms. Sometimes that happens. I accidentally make them a little bit too tall. And I have to adjust. So he's got long arms. That long arm. And that long arm. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta think this through. Before I stick these arms on, I need to put the fingers on. No, so don't forget something. I did not write this out like I should have.
Did you do the toes?
I did not do the toes. Should we do 2 or 3 fingers?
3.
3. Okay. Do 3. We're gonna see. So we don't know exactly how big to make our fingers. So we're gonna try a couple of sizes. Use my wire to poke that out. Okay, I have that size. And then I have the bigger size. Let's see which one looks better. So we roll and do like we've done in the past. Guess that'll work. Or do we do exaggerated fingers on this? See what it looks like. Sometimes what you think will work doesn't quite work the way you want. Anyway, I think the bigger one. Yeah, let's go with the bigger one. So because it's not smoothed on there, I can still mostly peel that off. All right. Okay, try to reshape that hand. I will cut them out and make up my fingers and my toes. Okay, now we're going to attach the arm here, and I'm going to position it in such a way because this little alien is going to be holding something. All the fingers were the same size, but I don't know why they're looking so different right now. Okay. All right, so my little green alien needs toes. He needs a face. Okay, I'm going to get some black out, which I had rolled out from a previous project. So it was rolled to an 8. You see how thin that is? I'm going to make his little eyeballs. Now, I am very fortunate in that these cutters that come round, one of them accidentally got squished, but it got squished in the perfect shape, so I've kept it that way. If you don't have that, again, you can use your knife and you can cut your shapes. You can use a straw. You can cut them out with that. You make them, your alien, whatever shaped eyeballs you want. And I accidentally cut into that eyeball, so that's fun. Okay. Come on. Stick to the head. There we go. Not me. Okay, now you can see that the edges aren't perfect. So when you take your straight edge tool, put your magnifiers on if you need them. And you smooth it out. Have to redo this. Okay, he's got a little bit of black on his tummy. Probably from my finger. Maybe it's a hazelnut. Try to clean that off some. Alright, see my cute little alien here? Okay, now time for his accessories. The thing he's going to be holding is a little map. I'm going to make a map. Now, because I only use clay and I don't paint, this is not sponsored by Liberty. Okay. I will do the little, do the little dashes and everything. You'll see with clay. Okay, kind of roll it out. On my machine. Rolled it out to about a 4. I want it thick enough to hold up, but not too thick. I think I might go a 5. Okay. And I'll cut a rectangle. Okay. Try to make it more rectangle. Again, it's kind of cartoony, so it's okay if it's not perfect. All right. Now I like to pre-draw it. If I can find the right tools. Seriously? Sorry. Okay. I like to pre-draw it. So I wanted to say map. And then like little lines. And then X. Because X marks the spot. Everyone knows that's a map. You can make some mountains. A river. All that kind of stuff. Okay. You can cut this part out, okay?
How do you use that machine?
This thing? You gotta make room in it. You gotta open it up. Okay. And if you need a lot of room, you undo the bottom. It's probably showing this, huh? So this is an extruder. So you can take it apart to make room inside. Screw the bottom back together. Now this one comes with a rubber handle thing so that you get a grip on it, but I've used it so much that it came off. So you put your clay, your conditioned clay inside. You pick which plate you want it to be. So I actually want something thinner than this. See, there's the gripper thing. And the different plates. Here. I want the smallest one. See, that's the one that was in there. I want the smallest one. Okay. And you put that in there. You twist it on top. Nice and snug. Okay. Hold that tight and just crank. Okay. What?
That's Stevie. Ricky got hit by that drunk bicyclist.
Okay. I may have to redo this whole thing.
Why?
Okay, so you take one of these and then you can fill out what you marked. So it just makes it easier because if you mess up on that, then you can smooth it out and redraw it into the clay very carefully. But it's a lot more difficult if you just freehand in this because the color can often just get onto the white and then you have a bigger mess to clean up. So I have the map made, and then like all maps, they're usually folded. So I'm going to very gently, very carefully make some creases in this. Okay.
Just watching you smush it together.
I'm very careful. You can see I'm not really smushing it. I'm just making a crease in it, okay? So it can look like a map, like this. Now, because this alien is lost, the map is going to be upside down. And if people don't get it, then you need better people. All right. Okay. Now he's reading this map. He is the one that is lost in the cornfield. Okay. Now, in order to show that it is a cornfield, we have to make corn stalks. Okay, so let me move this out of the way because I don't need this anymore. But I don't want to squish it because I might need it for a future project. Okay, so we have our little alien and his upside down map because he is so lost and turned around in a corn maze. Okay, and as I'm seeing this, I'm seeing some bits of him that needs to be like smoothed out, but that's just me. And okay, I need to stop. Anyway, all right. So for the corn stalks, I did cut the same size wire that I used in him to about, let's see, what is our measurement? It's about almost 3 inches tall, which may be a little too tall, but stick it in there. And then we're going to test it. Oh, that's a little too tall because it was kind of moved. So we need to go 2.5 inches, honestly. See, I've got my little grid, all my measurements. The camel person, this song stuck in her head
for months.
Okay, and like I said before, hold the other end because you could shoot a kid. I didn't shoot you.
Right, you could have.
I could have, but I didn't. Okay.
You killed me.
She could have died. Okay. All right, so I've got this, and I have my string bean, which is the green that I had. You use whatever green. Sometimes I'll use the leaf green. This is a blend of string bean, leaf. Looks like there's some white in there. Granny Smith. It's just to get a grass color and a nice blend. This is just over the years and evolution of colors. But I like the way it came out to use for the leaves or the corn husks. But for the stalk, I'm going to use this darker green. Just take some, okay, and wrap it around there, and we're going to roll it out onto the wire. Move it and bend it and roll it and do the things. And because this is more cartoony, our corn stalk is probably going to be kind of thick, but that's fine. It'll hold the corn better. Okay. Trying to squeeze because I can feel where it's pulling away from the wire. There's the end of the wire. So that's why you kind of smush it back together very carefully.
Bless you.
And then roll it. Okay. Now it's going to go into the base. So I want to cut off enough for that. Okay. And then we'll repeat the process on the others. So we're going to do, before we do that, we're going to make a corn. I'm going to show you that. And then I'll go fast forward through all of this. Okay. So we have our little piece of yellow. And we're going to roll into corn cob like so. Okay. And then we can take a tool or a wire and make our little kernels. You hear my son singing. Okay. And then roll it around. You see that? It rolls all the way around. And then whatever mistakes there might be, like it doesn't line up or anything like that, you could go back and fix it, or we can just hide it with the corn husks, which is probably what will happen. So we'll go all the way around. And then I got to go back over the vertical lines. Okay, and then it looks like corn. Yay, yummy. Okay. It's corn. Okay, there's so much background noise. I apologize. It is everything today. The dog, my son, my husband, everything. Okay, using my corn.
Camera person.
Camera person. You can do that is one way. That is the fastest way. Another way would be making the insides. Okay, make the thin inside like this, the size that you want, and then you pinch off a whole bunch of little bitty kernels, roll them into tiny balls, and you stick them on there and you cover that. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. Okay.
No.
And the corn husk is my blend rolled out to about a 6. It's rolled out to about a 6. And I have this. This is the cutter I'm going to use for all the leaves. Okay. And the husks. So we'll cut a few of these. Okay. And we will take it and we will put it on there because we attach at the bottom. And then as we move it up, we kind of tug a little bit to stretch it. Just so. Okay, stretch it. There we go. And then you repeat it all the way around. And see where we've made those mistakes? You can't even really tell. What does it matter? It's all good. You cover them up with your little husks, as much or as little as you want. Okay? It'll take about 3 or 4 to cover this corn cob. And then you'll cut the leaves probably you'll roll the clay out to, I would say, a 3 or a 4 to make the leaves, just so that they stand up better. And then we'll put a wire. I have a whole bunch of them cut to about 3/4 of an inch. And then you will carefully attach it. Just gives a little more stability to your corn. Okay? Now I'm going to finish this. Okay, so we have our little alien, and he's lost in his little cornfield. So now, before things get too warm or anything like that, what we're going to do is we're going to strategically prop up what we need to prop up with little bits of foil that have been rolled up. Okay, I like to use a smooth side so it doesn't make any kind of marks on there or minimizes the marks. Okay, make sure that the little map is propped up as well, because you don't want his little arms to fall off, which can happen when it bakes. Because when clay bakes, it softens before it firms up. Okay? Seriously? All right. Come on, you can do it. Stay. You want to take your piece of foil? I don't like that one. There we go. Piece of foil. Okay? And I like to fold the ends first. Make it more than big enough to wrap around here. And then from here, it's kind of loud, sorry. From here, kind of guide it in. Okay, so we've wrapped the foil around it. You can see. And we will, from here, tighten it up so that it holds all the foil that's propping things up in place. You don't want to go too tight because you don't want to bend or crease your little leaves. We'll hold it in place and we will bake it at 215 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes, and then it firms it all up. And that is the image that you will see in the thumbnail, so you can see what it looks like all done. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.